If you're like me and somebody who grew up watching NFL and got a chance to play in NFL, you should be excited, right? I wasn't. It wasn't what I expected. And this is why. For me, I was an undrafted free agent to the Tennessee Titans back in 2018. And one of the most exciting moments of my life, right? Because I'm getting to play with some of the guys I grew up watching. I'm in a locker room. I'm in a jersey. I'm thinking this is going to be a Cinderella story. It wasn't. And it's not because of what you think it was, right? For me, it was different coming into the situation because I had such a high regard for the NFL. And I thought like I was a captain in college. I'm going to come in, I'm going to make it, I'm going to have the Cinderella story, I'm going to make millions of dollars. Unfortunately, didn't happen the way I thought it would go. One of the biggest shockers that I found about we're playing in NFL, number one, it's all business, right? They say the best ability is availability. So if you're hurt or you're injured, especially if you're undrafted or a low round guy, you kind of have to play through those injuries. You can't not be playing. I've seen guys get cut from having a back spasm. He was out 2 days. They came in, Grim Reaper got him, and he was gone. Never talked about. New person in his locker the next day, same jersey, everything. That's how business it is. It's not here to coddle you. They really want to make sure that they're putting the best product on the field, and I don't blame them. But at the end of the day, you can't take anything personally, and that's what really surprised me, number one. And the second thing, the biggest thing that surprised me was practices weren't that physical. I was coming into the assumption I have to get beefy, I have to get strong. These guys are going to be maulers. Practice is going to be a grind. It was completely different. For me in college, that was all practice was full pads, physical, running, hitting. Even if you were a starter, you tackled, you went hard. But in the NFL, they're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. And they've done it for so long that they don't have to put themselves through that excruciating and pretty much pain for no reason. Right? If you pay somebody $80 million, you don't want them to hurt a hamstring in practice. You rather have them on the field, on game day where it matters the most. And that's what I had to realize. The practices were very light. It was all about the details. It was all about efficiency. It was all about moving through. You're not going to be able to just sit and just bang and clang for 3 hours. It's not just possible, especially with the NFLPA putting real restrictions on the NFL. And then obviously for me coming in, getting through 2 to 4 reps of practice, it was a big surprise for me because I came from being a captain and really being to be able to make my presence known in practice. But when I have to come in NFL, that just puts a higher priority on making sure that you do it the first time or you're not going to get a second time. And the last thing that really surprised me about playing the NFL is the camaraderie just wasn't the same, right? A lot of the best things about playing sports is that you're getting personal relationships with your teammates, you're building this camaraderie. But when you're in an NFL or any professional organization, you're playing for a spot. And for me, in my case, I was 5 people trying out for 1 spot. Right. So you're as much as everybody's cool. You want to get to know them. You have to know at the end of the day, he's coming to take my job. I'm coming to take his job. And we're trying to put food on the table for our families. So just the camaraderie of that, knowing that in the back of our minds, you're almost keeping people at his arm's length because you don't want to get too close because at the end of the day, you might never see them again. Those are some of my biggest surprises playing the NFL. You let me know if you were surprised or anything that you've heard. Drop comments below.